Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hanging High podcast, where we get together at the end of every week and we talk about stuff and things. My name is Hannah, and today I am wearing this really cute pink sweatshirt.
My name is Boodle, better known as Big Sexy.
Dude, big sexy.
Look at him trying to...
Big bald sexy.
What? Okay.
I'm big and I'm sexy.
And like always, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood mother lover. And what are we going to discuss today, guys?
What are we going to discuss today? Well, let's do what we usually do. Let's talk about our weeks. I'm going to start because I'm cool. So, that being said, my week was boring as fuck. Again, work was just like on and off as always, so that was annoying. They're cutting our fucking hours, which is really pissing me off.
Fuck. I mean,
you bitch.
You cutting out.
Dude, it's okay. At least it's not live anymore.
Oh my god.
That's true.
I mean, Gwen.
Anyway, but no, they're cutting our fucking hours, which is really annoying because I made like $300 less than I usually do because of it. Like, we have to clock in exactly on time. We have to clock out exactly at time. We literally, not even like 30 seconds earlier, or else they'll throw a fucking hissy fit. So I'm like, I'm really annoyed because I can like barely afford to live now. I could barely afford to live before, but like even at least with overtime, I had a little bit of spending cash. You know what I mean?
I've always like never understood that. Like, it just, I don't know. It kind of just throws me for a loop. How a company's just like, oh yeah, you got clock in exactly on time and shit. And it just, I don't know. I mean, that's just me. But I've never.
No, it's good. I was talking to my coworker and like to Boodle about it earlier. Like, if they had just closed, like, on Saturdays, most stores are open like to 6, and they really don't need to be open that long because nothing really happened. It was dead as fuck today, and so I was talking to my coworker, and I did the math roughly. I'm like, if they just closed us like 3 hours earlier, they'd save like nearly $200 in this store alone. Now add all the other stores up. If they do the math, like they would save like on Saturdays closing each store like 3 hours early, probably about like $1,000+ every weekend. And now think of that across the entire country.
Yeah.
And then we could finally get our fucking time back. I'm just so annoyed. I really am. But besides that, everything's been kind of boring. Other than the fact that I got tickets to go see Pierce the Veil and the Used.
And the Used.
Yeah, they're co-headlining a tour together.
Okay, so I need to make a confession.
Go on.
I love the Used. Like,
yeah?
That's one of the bands that I really enjoyed, like, along with My Chemical Romance when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really funny because, like, my dad was the one that introduced me to both of those.
Your dad's
and me and my dad. Well, no, my dad. I don't know. I guess he's like he listened to a lot of like Breaking Benjamin whenever I was growing up too, and you know Breaking Benjamin's like known for like divorced dad rock, right?
Oh no.
And I guess it just evolved over time. That's kind of funny though. Now that I think about it, but
I'm trying to see now
anyway.
if they're going anywhere near you.
Dude, if they're going to Charlotte, I'm gonna have to see if I can scoop some tickets.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Let's see. I don't see anything for North Carolina.
I will say this with the Used, like I think their first album. I don't have my cell phone, but I need to figure out. Hold on, I'm gonna open my Spotify. Can't remember what the name of the album is, but that one was like one of my favorites, and it's kind of like some of their more weaker music, but I still like it because I have memories with the album.
Yeah, I don't see anything in North Carolina. You want to go to Atlanta?
Dude, I would consider going to Atlanta.
Let's see. But no, I got my tickets for like during the very first pre-sale. I was at work and I was so lucky it was like slow around that time. So I was like, guys, fucking guard the counter right now. I'm busy. So I get in the queue. It goes straight from, you open the page to Ticketmaster, and then it opens you up to, who is it? Live Nation. So it brings you to the Live Nation page, and you're able to log in and do everything there. And it was so fucking smooth. Like, instantly I got in. I was in there like an hour and a half early, waiting for the countdown. And then it goes, okay, we're going to put you in the waiting room. So I went in the waiting room, and then it goes, okay, you're in the queue. Within like 5 minutes, I got my tickets and I was done. So I got my tickets during the pre-sale. I'm in a pretty good, I have pretty good seats. So I'm like in one of the top sections, but at like the very first row. So I have like an overview of the band. I showed Boodle a video of it earlier. So it is pretty close. So I found a website called View for My Seats, where people basically post a view from their seat, so people have an idea of what to look forward to before they go to the actual show. And somebody in that section, but all the way in the back, and the view was still pretty good. Like, and they were all the way in the back of the section that I'm gonna be in, and I'm in the front, so I'm fucking pumped.
Oh, that reminds me, because I think you were telling us about that like maybe a stream or two ago, with whenever you were going, or whenever you went to My Chemical Romance concert. So I remember it now because I actually used that site and I didn't even realize it. I used it whenever I went to watch the Panthers game. A little earlier, I guess a little later last year at the Panthers game, and that is a very useful tool. Like, it didn't show me like my exact seat, but it showed me like in the general, and I was just like, oh my god, I seen it. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna be there. That's crazy.
The venue that they're going to, they're going to Connecticut. It's like a small, like, intimate venue. Like, their website, there isn't really a whole bunch of detail on their website. So I had to go through like other sources to kind of get like an interactive view. Like the TD Garden, like in Boston, their website was fucking awesome. I was able to go on the actual TD Garden website to see like where I'm gonna be. So for the Blink-182 show, I'm still in the balconies, but I'm like right above the band, so I got like a really good view of them. I'm excited. But other than that, that was basically the highlight of my entire week. Not really much happened here, besides the fact that my work jeans I had to get rid of because on my thigh area, I don't care, I'll show you guys. Again, Spotify listeners, go watch the YouTube video. But like over here, my job requires me to do a lot of like I know my job requires me to do a lot of heavy lifting,
do a lot of squats and shit.
Yeah, a lot of heavy lifting. So you got to do it right. You got to like bend and like so you don't hurt your back. And so all the bending would like distress the jeans, and there were giant holes there. So I had to get rid of those. So now I have to go like Savers or something to get some new work pants because they're like $25 a piece at Walmart. I'm like, I'm not spending that on one pair of jeans. You know what I mean?
Dude, I feel that, but that's because I'm fat.
Yeah, you are. But yeah, that was my week. Who wants to go next?
Okay, so my week, it was actually a very boring week for me. Aside from one thing, me and Boodle started damn One Piece, or
yes,
like full force.
I kind of want to get that into that in later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. But all I gotta say is I was very hesitant, and I was so wrong. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's what everybody says. That's what everybody says. I'm telling you.
But let's see, The Mandalorian's out now, and it's pretty banging. It's slapping. It's hitting.
Dude, baby is back.
Dude, yeah, it's slapping my Star Wars like funny bone. Like it's scratching that. It's scratching that tough like space to reach into my back. But yeah, and I guess I don't know. Do you want to talk about that later? I don't know.
We'll talk about the One Piece stuff later.
But let's see. Anything else exciting happen? Boodle, help me out here. I usually talk to you more than anybody throughout the week. No, I think that's honestly. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Like other work sucked ass. But and it was another week that we didn't go watch Ant-Man, Quantumania, or Cocaine Bear, or
come on, guys.
Other things, man.
Come on,
dude. I was gonna ask you, Boodle. So not next week. Not the week after, but I would say the first full week of April. Right. We need to go watch the damn Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Dude, yeah.
That's right. It comes out this month, doesn't it?
It comes out March 31st.
Shit. Oh, that's it. So does the new Melanie
And
Martinez
what's
album.
crazy? And what's crazy is it's getting like 100% Rotten Tomatoes too, like just like Cocaine Bear.
That's crazy.
So
I still don't give a fuck about Cocaine Bear.
You need to stop being a hater.
I'm gonna.
anyways, let's move to the big guy.
Come on, big boy.
Okay. My week was eventful for me, but it's because I'm a nerd. So basically, the big one that was like, oh my god, this was something in my childhood. I can't believe this is happening. They announced fucking Budokai Tenkaichi fucking 4 or whatever they're gonna call it.
Dude.
And that's a game I played so much as a kid. Like I have it. The muscle memory is in my brain. That's how much I played it. That was pretty awesome. I was super hyped for that. Work was pretty like. It was annoying this week because I had to like drive an hour and a half to a meeting that only lasted like 40 minutes, and that pissed me off. But I got my gas paid for, it's whatever. I mean, it still was annoying that I had to like basically waste a day doing that, because I did that, came home, took a nap, and I woke up like pretty much when I'd be getting on. What else happened? Oh yeah, fucking I got the book so I can show you. So you have a visual. I've been tearing through this for the past like couple weeks, and the chapter I just finished was very like it put things into perspective for the rest of the books. Like before this, it just kind of opened your eyes as like, oh, this is actually what was happening the whole time, and it was just kind of like eye-opening, and that made me feel like, damn, I felt kind of empty, but it was like a good kind of empty, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's very good. I still got like 4 hours left on the audiobook. So it's coming to a close pretty soon. I'll probably finish it this week, honestly. Other than that, One Piece with Jacob, but we'll get into that after, we talk about some other stuff. Oh my god, I found the exact chapter I was on.
Big news. I reached 1,000 followers on TikTok.
On what?
On TikTok. Actually, I now... Was that necessary?
I'm sorry.
I now have 1,095 followers at the moment. So, like, I am really fucking close to hitting 1.1k very soon. So I'm really excited. But speaking of TikTok, so that TikTok I posted that sparked the initial discussion for last week's episode hit 10.3 thousand views. Mm-hmm. So people are still going back and forth in the fucking comments, and that's getting really annoying because people are just being blatantly disrespectful for no fucking reason. Yeah. But when the new podcast episode came out, I posted a video being like, stitching that video, and I was like, hey, blah, 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 podcast. And then we got people fucking fighting in the comment section there. I have 153 fucking comments on that video. People just fighting and going back and forth. A lot of people being like, oh, are you okay? Did you like get hurt? And because I'm wearing my Chemical Romance makeup. Mm-hmm. I didn't wear it in the podcast episode because I went to the grocery store beforehand and Michael was like, take that off. I don't want people thinking I hurt you. And I said, okay, bitch, I look cool as fuck. And then somebody comments, they're like, how can y'all not tell that it's makeup? I'm like, exactly. Like, it's bright ass fucking red. It doesn't even look real at all. Mm-hmm. But people are just going back and forth. And it's like, dude, at this point, just stop. But it's nice to
shut the fuck up.
Honestly.
Like
but that's the thing. I just don't think people in comments are real. And that makes me feel better. Yeah, they're all bots.
Yeah, they're not real. But I don't know. But I like the attention, so this is really cool.
Yeah, we all know that, dude.
Yeah, I'm cool. But right now, actually, as of right now, I have a TikTok on my page asking what outfits I should wear to both Blink-182 and my Perseveral shows. So that's going to be in the comment section of the YouTube video, guys. So if you can go ahead and tell me which outfit you prefer, that would be really awesome. Speaking of videos, that video I posted on Twitter and Instagram to promote the podcast, I posted on my YouTube channel as well to promote the podcast, which has more views than our fucking podcast. But, like, it makes sense because we only have 10 subscribers, which somebody subscribed to us on YouTube. Now we have 10 subscribers. Fuck yeah!
Oh, yeah.
I'm hogging so hard.
The road to 100.
I need to find who it is.
But I posted that on my YouTube channel as well. And somebody in the fucking comments on that, I'm gonna pull that up really quickly, but oh my god, somebody in the fucking comments of that. Someone goes, oh my goodness, they trying to strip away your first world privileges to claim whatever the fuck you want and everyone is forced to accept it? Sounds rough.
What the fuck?
And like...
How do people make themselves the victims of things that don't pertain to them at all? That's what I don't understand.
It was just so frustrating. Okay, so I just looked at the podcast and now has 31 views. Our most viewed podcast episode. And now we have 11 subscribers.
Dude,
11 subscribers.
So hard,
but somebody commented on that video and said, if somebody starts getting more than what they need, then they become greedy. So there is only one way to improve them. Take away what you're giving them. It's easy if you don't understand it. Nothing can happen. I don't know if they're for taking away gay rights or against it.
That's such a weird comment.
So vague and odd.
What is this comment that I'm looking at?
You're looking at it? It's like very vague.
No, the other one.
Oh, Max?
Oh,
yeah.
Is that Max? Okay,
yeah, he goes, I do drugs and step on dogs. I do drugs and step on dogs. Stepping on dogs all day long. Ha 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 ha. Thanks, Max.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So I think you guys should talk about your little thing, and then I'll talk about kind of like the main thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
First, which is going to be very interesting to actually put together and go through with. It's going to require a lot of planning, especially on my part, but I'm very excited, but we'll get into that later. So you guys talk about your little One Piece, and then we'll get into the main juice of the podcast.
First of all, it's not little. It's major and big.
Dude, yes.
Okay.
What?
First of all, it's
what?
not little.
Sorry. I don't speak bitch. What are you saying?
Dude, okay, like Deadpool would say, wham, make it big. Okay?
Dude. Yeah. Anyway, so basically, I told you so. You were gonna like the show.
Yeah.
That's what I really wanted to say. But yeah, Jacob is officially hooked on the show now. He is itching to finish up Arlong Park, which is a very good arc. And yeah, after this, it's just a snowball. It really is. At least that's how it was for me.
So the thing that is funny about like One Piece is it's like you find yourself like bonding so much with the characters in arc. I think my favorite character has been whoever's been added in the arc, like each episode, basically.
Yeah.
Just because, like, so Syrup Village, I was like, dude, Usopp, he's badass, you know?
Yeah.
I can relate with him in ways. And then fucking Sanji in Sanji's art, right?
Yeah.
That, dude, I'm just saying, like, I related with that, like, a fuck ton, okay? And I was like, so Sanji was, like, my favorite character, but I'm still sticking with my true favorite character of the show is fucking Dr. Django.
Dude, yeah. He's a goofy guy.
Dude, he's a goofy goober, and he always moonwalks backwards.
Yeah. He's crazy. Dude, I can't wait for you to see Chopper. It's gonna be crazy.
I got a couple arcs before that.
Yeah, I know, but I can't wait, dude.
But yeah, anywho. Let's see, what else is there to talk about with One Piece, Buddha?
Well,
What did
you kind of have a weird perspective
Yeah.
because of the D&D stuff that we're doing.
So,
You keep
how do you feel like initially? Like, what are your like actual thoughts on it? Like, how do you feel like when you're watching it? Do you like and like how do you process it? Do you have to like go back to reprocess it, or are you just like, oh, I'll watch this one episode and then I'll get back to it another time to see if there's
well,
anything like you missed?
I think you have to do like a couple episodes at a time just to kind of really
Mm.
get it enough in your memory. Because I mean, you know, sometimes I mean, me and Buddha are watching a One Piece or like an edit of it that's kind of speeding up our progress, and those episodes typically range from like 18 minutes, like I think, all the way up to like 30. You know, and that's
There is one eventually that's like an hour long, and it's just like a movie. It's crazy.
Um, but basically, it takes like maybe multiple episodes and fits them into one episode. Basically,
Yeah,
it just cuts down like the time between the fights and stuff like that. Stuff that's like extra, you would say.
yeah, like scenes that are just like dragged out or just unnecessary to explain like what's going on.
So I mean, it's been helpful, but I think that if you were to watch it on VRV like all the time, like the max probably I would watch at a time would just be two. I think
two episodes. Yeah, that's what I did. Like I watched it from the beginning on Verve, and I watched like 2 episodes a night before I went to bed because that's what I did with Naruto. And Naruto, like I liked it, and it was like almost as long at the time as One Piece. It was like 600 episodes or something. And I eventually just like was trying to find something new to watch because I finished Naruto, and I was like, well, shit, One Piece is like the longest fucking show that I know of.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll watch an episode a night and see if I like it. And then, sure enough, here I am, like fucking preaching it like it's a damn gospel, dude.
So I'll say this: like one of the big driving factors on me on One Piece was like the One Piece campaign that we're doing, like the D&D campaign that we're doing. I'm like I want to have some like my character. He's supposed to be a wizard, right? A wizard priest. And I was trying to find like ways that I can incorporate some stuff into my character.
Yeah.
And then the more and more I watched it, I was like, okay, this is kind of hook, line, sinker. You know, I think I'm getting there. And then, Budo, I can't remember when it was, but you told me the guy got his head blown off.
Yeah.
And dude, I wish you could have recorded that because that was like pure emotion.
You were freaking out because like there's a scene where a guy's getting like held hostage and he has a gun to his head, and I was just like, yeah, he's gonna get his head blown off, and I obviously knew he was gonna be fine, and Jacob was like, no.
Well, I was like, no, like that, but dude, do you remember my fucking pog? I was just like, like literally like that dude. I was in fucking disbelief, and that was pretty fun time. Like I think that's like my fondest memory so far of watching that. It's just, you know, being able to do it with my best friend. You know,
I think we're gonna make some good memories tonight with it.
Hell yeah!
Well, so into some like very cool episodes.
Right, and so we're in Arlong Park right now, and that's the first Fishman character that we get. There's a fucking character in the show that is exactly what I am, which is an octopus fishman, right? And his name's Hachi, and he's a homie.
I'm gonna post a picture of him. That way you can put him in the video. I'm gonna force you to do that. That sounds bad, but
Boo, you're gonna say something. You're like, you're interested in my take on the D&D something.
I was interested in your take on the show just because like you immediately know what a late thing is in the show, which is like it changes how the show works.
Are you talking about the H word?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
It just changes how the show works, and it's a noticeable change, but I think it's a good change, and it was needed.
Yeah.
Because like this first half is gonna have a different feel than the second half of the show.
Right.
But it's like it's still consistent though. I would say
a similar thing that I can appreciate about One Piece, like the animation style, is
Mhm.
that it's very similar to like Pokemon's animation,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yeah,
And so Boodle watched a couple episodes of this on Funimation in the morning. WBTV Funimation, I think, is what it was,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I watched while he was watching that. I was watching Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So every it's just kind of funny,
It's
you know,
it's crazy. Yeah, like
the crossovers,
you
man.
know what? It's funny. As a kid, when I saw the Four Kids dub growing up, I didn't even like necessarily like it or hate it. It was just they did such a bad job with the show
Mhm.
because they had to like make it not adult or like not as serious as it gets sometimes. But
Yeah,
um, but yeah,
um,
I think you're past the hump. You're
yeah,
like you're good. I
yeah.
think
So the last episode that me and Boodle stopped on, it had a scene that just kind of sucked me in. We're talking about the one where Luffy gives up to Nami.
dude, I'm gonna post the scene.
Well, but I mean, we obviously can't post it because of spoilers. But you know,
Dude, dude,
ah,
but
fuck
it's
it. We
perfect.
can spoil it. It'll be
It's a
alright. Anyways,
perfect scene, dude. I'm telling you.
yeah. And I was just like, dude, hell yeah. I mean, this is getting me pumped.
Dude,
Now,
that whole episode had me like on the verge of tears.
like the thing about that was like I was just so close to being like, okay, dude, um, I think that's enough One Piece for tonight. Like
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say, like directly after the episodes, because I was like, I might want to play something, now.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then and then that fucking happened, and I was like, fuck, one more episode.
I could tell. That's the scene that made me want to watch more episodes after as well. It's such a good scene, and it was like, cause like in the normal anime, the cliffhanger is that Luffy punches the fuck out of Arlong and was like, "All right, bitch, let's go."
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
um,
We'll see. Should we go more into our D&D campaign? Maybe. I mean, we didn't have a
well,
session this week,
I was about to say
but
we don't really have a lot to talk about at the moment, so I might just save it for next
well,
week.
so I'm gonna say something. So
Yeah, go ahead.
we're so Noah, that's our dungeon master.
Yeah.
He was like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna take another one, dude. I am so ready for next Friday. Like, next Friday's like it's killing me, just because." So he teased us in announcements today. I don't know if you've seen that, but
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
dude, that character looks scary as fuck,
he does. Yeah, he does.
and That's coming from the guy who thought that the last like new character was scary.
Yeah,
Like Noah makes some good fucking horror characters. That's
yeah,
all I'm gonna say.
yeah. He did.
Um, but this one looks like kind of like Mihawk, but
Yeah.
like way more pale and wearing black and white,
Yep.
and he's just fucking scary.
It feels so
Honestly,
weird to hear you talk about like characters
dude,
because now you know.
yeah.
It's
But
crazy.
so the funny thing about it is, now that I think about it, well, no, I was about to make a very bad take. I was gonna
Okay.
say that the guy kind of looks like one of the Black Paradesmen on the Black Parade album
Dude.
cover, but then I was like, wait, that's just too much white, actually.
Yeah.
So you know, but
I
yeah,
see where you're getting it though. He is very just he's just black and white all around
he
him. It's
looks
crazy.
very gothic.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so our last session though, Boodle, we started with the fucking voices.
Dude.
Like,
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my voice in
dude,
D&D.
you just gotta be confident. Just be confident in whatever
That's
you choose. That's what I'm
that's what I've
doing.
been trying. Yeah, I've just been
Like,
like, yeah, you know.
yeah, you gotta do that. And dude, next character I make, like, if we do like another like normal D&D, which I'm down for, by the way. Like, if Noah will do if we do one through that multiverse app,
Yes.
I'm in, because that shit is so helpful, like with visualization and stuff. Like, it's awesome.
Oh hell yeah.
But yeah, fuck, what was I rambling about? I'm sorry.
Dude, about D&D One Piece version.
Oh yeah. So, I've had a lot of fun with this, but
yeah,
really my favorite part has been doing the voice and just trying to act out how Callisto would be.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Because so, guys, listeners, YouTube viewers, so Callisto is a very weird dude, and he is a death priest, and he loves death, but he's also like kind of, I guess, socially distant, right? So he's like unfiltered and just kind of like he says whatever comes to him. So like I'll be in the campaign and I'll just be like using my voice like would you like me to like, for example, we killed a bear and one of our party members.
Bear?
Dude, it was a baby bear, and one of our party members. It was a baby bear.
I blame
that
Declan.
Fucking dude, Declan kicked the shit out of it and basically left it on 1 HP, and it was like suffering so bad that Ollie had to put a fucking dagger through its skull, right? And fucking it was really funny because Deck was like, "Man, I feel bad about the bear. I want to bury it," and he's just sitting there. Noah's doing his prompt, and I'm just like, do you want me to say a couple words? And then I delivered the worst and most awkward fucking eulogy of all times.
I think that's what made it funny, because like it's what, like, it has that like One Piece humor.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and that's what made it perfect.
Me when Luffy get exploded and violently murdered.
No, that won't happen because he just go like boom, and then he'd be like, all right.
Me when I cut off his head and feed it to my dog. Spotify listeners, if you couldn't see, I am putting 2 thumbs up.
I don't know why you have such violence towards a fictional character.
Your mama. Sorry. Well, it sounds like you guys are having a lot of fun, which is really awesome. And
I wish you could experience it with us.
I don't care about Dungeons and Dragons or that freaking One Piece nonsense. But I'm glad you guys do. I'm glad you guys have something that like you can all get together and like experience and like have that like bonding moment. That's really wholesome, and I love that for you guys.
Well, Jacob knows what I'm talking about, but I want you to get to at least where he is right now, because I want you to cry.
Yeah, dude.
Alright.
Yeah, I could.
If it's getting me on the verge of tears, Hannah, you will be sobbing.
Listen, I am an emotionless little baby, okay? I don't cry for anything.
Dude, I think that we should watch Hannah stream fucking Red Dead Redemption 2.
Do I have to pay? do I have to pay for it, or is it like on Game Pass?
Dude, so Boodle can link his account to yours. If you, don't you have it?
Yeah,
Boodle?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you can link your account to Hannah's, and she can play it, or they can play it off your account.
Is that how that works? Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I guess so, dude.
Okay, well you gotta show us how to do that.
Do you remember telling us about that?
I need to call him. I haven't talked to him in a while.
I haven't talked to him in a while.
Is this a high school
I feel like there's no. He's like mine and Boodle's mentor.
Oh, is he cute?
Yeah, he's cute. He's fuckable.
All right. I didn't want to go that far. But
no, I'm trying to be.
He's tiny compared to us, but
I'm trying to be more gay.
The same height, but like, anyway, you're probably gonna have to censor all that.
No, but like I'm trying to be the wingman. You know, my boy, he's been going through a lot.
Oh, is that why you're flapping your arm like that?
Yeah, the wingman.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's good. No, I'm glad you guys have that one thing you can look forward to. Besides this, of course. Like the best thing, way better than that. But
I wish you had something more to look forward to.
I did, but then you were tired of it, so.
Dude,
tired of what?
GTA. We should play
That's why we need to get you more games so we can have variety.
But I
Dude,
need to put my money towards
Everybody
good things.
buy Hannah games. Now.
Yeah, buy me something really good.
dude, we can do Deep Rock Galactic.
You can be
What?
dwarf.
We can
Is
do
that
Deep Rock
another?
Galactic.
Is that another nerd
It's
thing?
okay. It's a game where you're a dwarf in space and you mine space rocks and you get gold, and anytime you get stuff, they go like, we're rich.
So
Yeah,
something
and
I
then
want.
Everybody's
well, there's
you would like
monsters
it.
that you
Yeah, you fight stuff. It's like a co-op game. So
I
like
want.
you walk.
I want to play more like. I like GTA because we can just go around punching each other and just driving around and like we can like go to the casino and stuff. I want to do stuff like that, but not Roblox.
You want to do like more open-ended stuff.
Yeah,
like
like yeah, like what?
dude, they would really like Saints Row.
yeah.
Is that another violent game?
It's like
Yes.
GTA, but it's like even goofier.
We should play Fall
Like-
Guys.
Dude,
No.
Come on.
I'm sorry,
Dude.
Hannah, but I didn't.
I only
I'm
played
not
that
a
like
fan.
twice, and it was with my brother.
what about Sea of Thieves?
You think Hannah could handle the pressure of trying to fix the ship?
No.
Well,
Yeah.
but see, that's why we don't play with James.
Honestly, he's like intense with that game.
Yeah.
I was
We
listening
could
to
play it
him like play
James, if
that.
you're watching, I love you.
He's
I
not.
love you.
he might. You never know.
But
I don't know. We could try to get Hannah to like understand the game and see if they want to learn more. I guess.
Yeah.
I want Hannah to like the same
So-
games we do so bad. Because I want to do more than just like.
we have Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah,
You
but
got me that.
I would want to teach you how to play Magic the Gathering, and you don't want to do that.
No.
Why? That's something me and Jacob both bonded over. Like our whole lives, pretty well.
Okay.
all right.
Well, not our lives. It's like the revival of our friendship.
The revival of our friend.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The
yeah.
revival?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we're
It's-
gonna get into the Boodle and Jacob lore next week.
No, we're not going to get into lore.
It's more personal.
Did you guys
stuff.
have
Yeah.
like a friends to lovers to enemies to lovers again?
No.
No, it was just.
No.
It was just more like I was being stupid
Mm.
and
Of
not
course, it was your
considering my
fault.
friends' feelings about stuff. So
There was a point where all I'll say is there was a point where me and Boodle did not like each other,
yeah,
Shocker.
and well, I wouldn't say didn't like each other. Like,
You just weren't as close.
well, no.
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty close. Like, I didn't feel a certain type of way, or I was more hurt than I was anything.
yeah.
But he just didn't like me. but we're over it now.
Yeah.
You know, shit happened, and you know, you find out who your true friends are.
True.
Alright.
So, but I will say this: it was very much needed. Like, no
Yeah.
offense, because like whenever I went through that, like I like became more sociable.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I feel like
Honestly,
and talk.
yeah.
when stuff like that happens, you kind of learn how to like grow into yourself a bit. Like you learn how to like just adapt and kind of like get used to being on your own and like just grow emotionally, and that way you're ready to handle like anything else that kind of comes your way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The same stuff that happened for you is what happened with me, basically. You remember whenever you first started,
Mhm.
and you're like, dude, I feel like I need to look at like my positivity, you know, and
Mhm.
try and, you know, grow more sociable and not care about what other people think.
Yeah.
And that was whenever I was like, yeah, dude, you should go bald.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah, I remember.
and I'm
Paul.
serious. Like, it's better to embrace it.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
That was one of the
Boodle,
best decisions I ever made.
dude.
Ew,
So, listen, I love you, Boodle, but you really did look like a troll doll.
Also-
Troll doll.
Yeah. It was all like squiggly hair. It
I
looked
remember.
bad.
You had hair when I met you.
Yeah, I had it for like a little bit.
And it was scary, I'm gonna be honest. I like looking back, not like scary, but like, you know, like looking back at pictures is like, wow. Like you look like completely different, but also not at the same time, you know what I mean?
This man has came a long way.
Yes. We're proud of you.
I sure did.
Why But no, like seriously though, like let's be real. Like a lot's happened since I met you guys.
Dude,
Like
Hannah,
it's been
when
like
I hated you?
for no fucking reason. Okay,
Yeah.
we're not getting into that because you're gonna open up a whole can of worms right now. Okay, I'm getting over all that stuff now, but I can't believe that these people just try to shit on me and ruin my life and then just act like nothing's happened with no fucking apology whatsoever. To this day, I have not received apology from any fucking one of them.
Well, dude, there you go. Call them out.
We're going on that.
Call them out, dude.
We're going on that. But like seriously though, it's been like 4 going on 5 years since like we've known each other. And it's crazy to think that it's been that long, but, like, I think as individuals, we've grown and we've, like, changed so much, like, in a good way. Like you moved out, you got your own place, you got a promotion, like, you're actively looking to better your life, and I think that's really good.
Yeah, like, I've definitely stumbled a little bit, and I'm still stumbling, but, like, I'm getting there. I'm trying.
Yeah, and like Jacob,
I think the biggest thing was this apartment,
and
that was good.
I'm jealous. You pay so much less than I pay, and basically just for the same shit. And it's really frustrating. And you get a fucking washer and dryer. Let's talk about that.
Broken, though. It's still broken.
But still, you got one. But I'm so jealous. No, I think
come
like
down to North Carolina and we'll all be a happy gay family.
Speaking of gay, yeah, it actually perfectly transitions into the next topic.
Time for depression again.
That perfectly translated into the next topic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, but don't make fun of me. I love this phone. But since our last episode, more states have proposed and even passed a fuck ton of more anti-LGBT bills. The first one that really fucks me up is this one in Florida that they proposed. I think they're voting on it either today or tomorrow or sometime in the future. Florida proposed an emergency bill that would allow emergency custody of kids with trans parents or siblings, or even if they're trans themselves. Like, let's say a family member is so anti-LGBT, and then they see that their relative, like their sister or their brother or something, is like allowing their kid to express themselves however they want, or they feel like that a kid is going to be influenced if they have a trans parent, or trans siblings, and they're like, I don't want them to be groomed by their LGBT like family. They can actually like take that kid away from their family. That's the bill that Florida proposed, and again, I think they're voting on that soon. But also Tennessee passed a bill that basically takes away gay marriage, interracial marriage, and interfaith marriage. They passed a bill that allows county clerks, government employees, to deny marriage licenses to same-sex, interfaith, and interracial couples. Which, if you guys remember, is 100% illegal because in 2015, the Supreme Court voted on it and made it legal federally. So my theory is that they want to take this to the Supreme Court to overturn it. They want people to sue them. They know what they're doing is illegal and wrong, and they want people to sue them so that the case can make it all the way back up to Supreme Court, and they can overturn the case that made it legal federally, like they did with Roe v. Wade. And if that happens, we're all fucking doomed.
Yeah.
So that being said, what we're going to be doing, guys, soon, we got to work out the details exactly, but what we want to do is a charity stream for the Trevor Project. It's going to be done on my channel just because I can receive donations through my Twitch channel. I have to look into the actual details of it, of how like I am going to be able to like donate and everything. We have to look into when we're actually going to be doing it. I'm thinking maybe in like 2 or so weeks. If maybe on a Sunday, that would be like perfectly ideal. Like we can get the day off and we can like just stream for a couple hours and see like what we can do. I think a reasonable goal, it's not a lot considering like how small we are, but I think reasonable, again, considering how small our channel is and how small our internet presence is, 150.
I was thinking like at most 100. But I mean, I don't think it's bad to have like a big goal.
What I'm going to try to do, I'm promoting a lot. Like on TikTok, it allows you to add an organization that you want to support to your profile. So when people click on your profile, they can actually click the hyperlink in your bio and actually donate there. So what I'm going to do is like promote it on there as well. And then when we go to do the actual stream, I'm going to hype that the fuck up as well. Post it everywhere, all over YouTube, Facebook. I actually posted on Facebook too about everything. But definitely like get the word out there, like have people get involved. Maybe we can get a group of people together. We can game. I figure we can game. We can keep up to date with the news while we're on there. We can like go for a couple hours, and maybe we can all get like a set Sunday off, and we could just do everything there and like go for a few hours and just kind of like go ham. But obviously it's gonna be light and fun, and maybe we can play GTA again. Come on, guys. But then we can also do like Gartic Phone, and we can play that silly drawing game that's on Discord, and just get a group of people together and like try to make some real change. If anything, like just donating like just a couple fucking bucks to the Trevor Project to help them with at-risk, suicidal, like LGBT youth. I think what you can do is what you can do. But like I really just don't know what else I can do right now but this stream.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my best to market it as much as I can, but that is our plan. We're gonna go into the details another time. All three of us. It was actually Mike's idea, so let's give a round of applause to Mike, because when he was outside walking the dog and I was doing dinner, and I was waiting for the water to boil so I can do pasta, and I was scrolling through like the news. I was scrolling through Twitter and TikTok, and I saw that they proposed the bill to get rid of gay marriage in Tennessee, and I sat down and I just started crying. Like it's just so fucking bad right now, and it's just really frustrating because I live like I said in the last video, I live in a state where I'm lucky. Like my government supports these rights. They support like women's rights and like LGBT rights. So I am incredibly privileged to live in a state that isn't trying to strip away my rights. You know what I mean? Yeah. But so many other people don't. And I want to do something. I want to make a difference. I want to help fight the fight. But I'm all the way over here. And then he goes, what if you do a charity stream? And I said, you're a fucking genius. So everyone think, Mike.
Dude.
You can't hear what I'm clapping.
But then we just gotta work it out, like tax wise, like once it comes to like income tax and stuff, like how to be like, hey, I did this, but like, and then get receipts together so that like we can post the receipts and everything. So I'm gonna go through and then we're gonna look that up. But I'm thinking maybe in like 2 weeks time, come back on, let's say Sunday the 26th. Thoughts?
I'll consider it.
Okay. Nothing set in stone yet. That's just what we're thinking.
Yeah. I mean, I'll figure it out, dude.
But as of right now, I do have that link on my TikTok page if anyone's interested to donating to the Trevor Project. It is incredibly like important to me, and I hope it's important to you guys as well. But being somebody who is incredibly suicidal for so long, it's just like one of those things where it's just got like such a deep like hold on me, like emotionally, and like I just want to do everything I can. But that's all I have to say about that. But yeah, so now I'm gonna go edit this video. So it was really nice for you guys to hang out with me on this lovely Saturday. By the time you guys are hearing this, it's Tuesday. Sorry. But this episode is still pretty organized. I think we're getting the hang of this. I get it.
The hang of it. Yeah.
But I didn't really talk much this episode.
Yeah, sorry, we're talking about One Piece.
No, it's good because you guys, I usually talk so much and you guys don't really contribute much. So I'm really happy.
Well, It's because I know that you like to talk, and I like to give you the spotlight.
I know, thank you.
Dude, I'll say this: I've always been better than Google as far as conversation.
True. Because even if you don't relate, you still try to understand.
Yeah. I mean,
Last episode,
you're
looking
the
back, it was a little
okay.
rough, but like I was more so coming from an emotional place. So maybe next time, Jacob, actually, you proposed we do an episode on something. Did you want to like put that out there now, or just like hold off?
Well, so we're gonna do it sometime, but we're gonna do a video on mental health awareness. As I mean, I think a lot of us have had like their troubles with mental health.
Mhm.
Mine's been more of a recent battle. I think this week I decided, like, I'm still on the fence about it, but I've decided that maybe it's time to get a therapist involved.
Mm.
But at the same time, my brother, because I told I tell my brother everything because, like, my brother actually, I know what he's doing and he's definitely trying to help me out. But, you know, but he was like, yeah, he's like, I don't know if I would go to anywhere around our area because a lot of the ones that we have close to us are what he deems pill pushers,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they're not so much looking to, help you solve the problem. They're, looking to force the drugs on you and see if that solves the issue for you, like antidepressants and
I
stuff
get
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
But I think
And
at some point there really is no way to solve the problem for some people. I think some people need that that stability. But I understand where he's coming from.
yeah, well, I mean, it's not like and the thing I was telling him was, it's like a lot of where mine is like in the past, and the person who's caused harm to me, like, has apologized for it multiple times, but still I have a hard time letting it go.
Yeah.
And because it really shaped, throughout my childhood, it really shaped me. Um, as far as like the social anxiety and stuff like that. Um, it really stripped me away of my self confidence whenever I was growing up. And you know, as someone who's had suicidal thoughts too, I feel like, we should do something, um, to let people know that they're not alone out there, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody goes through it, and it's just, you never know what someone's going through until you actually talk to them. And that's why I try and be the way I am. Most times here recently it's not been like this, but like most times I'm like the upbeat kind of silly dude,
Yeah.
right? And I still have my silly moments,
Yeah.
but um, but this week, I mean, it's been affecting me heavily. But I do
Yeah.
that mostly because I never really know what someone's going through, and if they're sad, I'm going to do my best to make them feel like someone's either listening to them or do something to cheer them up, because that's the kind of person I am.
Yeah. Dude, you're good. You're a good man, dude.
But yeah, that's something that's very important to me. We're gonna like figure out the logistics on that as well. Um, but other than that, I think me and Boodle had an idea, and this is something we can run by you real fast.
Okay.
So why don't we start whenever we have these silly podcasts, right? Where we do this, we each pick out like a random category. Like we go on like we put movie genres on a wheel, right? And we spin the wheel every like 3 episodes, right? Whatever genre it lands on, we pick our favorite movie from that genre and do a review on it.
Okay. I'm not a big movie person, but I'm down.
Yeah, for me, it's gonna depend on what kind of movie it is. Because if it goes to horror, I'm not gonna have anything besides. Well, I don't know.
Maybe we can
I
add
guess
TV
technically, I have
shows and
some.
stuff to it.
Just
Maybe
any
not.
media that falls into that category, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe,
That's
maybe,
a little less restrictive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, and I can help out too. So like, let's just say like you have like a horror movie or something. You get
A
a horror movie book,
whore.
and I could be like, dude, okay, so here's the plot line of this movie, and you pick your favorite from that, and then we watch it, and then you kind of give your thoughts on it or something
Okay.
like that. I don't know. But it's just something to add a little bit more content for, all of our listeners.
A little more
Yeah.
flavor, if you will.
Yeah, but that's one of my things. I'm a huge movie buff, so I have like favorites in all genres. Well, I wouldn't say in all genres, but most genres, I have a favorite film, and I think it'd be fun.
Okay.
All right. Wow. That was successful. Huh.
Yeah.
I think you should dye your beard one
Dude,
day.
Tell
Like
me what to do.
I said, I
Dude,
think,
blue.
bitch.
Diet fucking light blue.
Dude, I'm gonna dress up like my D&D character.
I definitely feel like though, like for one day, like maybe for Pride Month, we can get you to dye your beard.
Henry, you know where I live, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
but not rainbow.
You know where I live, right?
Well, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Do they not have alternative
Listen,
people there?
so
No. Well,
no,
they do, but
they do, but the alternative people down here don't have like colored hair.
That's really
Yeah.
depressing.
Yeah, and so like immediate thoughts from like people around me that I know, like as soon as they see colored hair, they're like, "Oh, they're one of them."
That
Well,
being
we live,
said,
like I said, it has a lot to do with what kind of demographic we are in our town. Like there is a small majority of people who do that stuff, like dye their hair different colors and aren't that type of way. But we do have our fair amount of LGBT people, and it is important that they at least don't get hate. I mean a lot of the people I know, they're well, no, I was about to drop a name there, but I'm not going to. Um, we actually went to high school with someone who does drag,
ooh,
and I've talked to him about it, and it's very interesting, like his perspective on it.
drag is incredibly. We'll get into this maybe some other time, but I fucking respect drag queens because that is a real talent, okay? You gotta get up there and you gotta do your makeup all like insane, like, and like the way they glue their eyebrows and like put powder on them. I did that once, and I made them blue. I'll post a picture of it on the YouTube video, but I don't remember how I did that, and I will never do it again. I just know it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
I know my favorite drag clip that I've ever seen. And it's the video of the one person going like, "Look how fucking awkward you look, girl," and the fucking dramatic music that plays after. That's my favorite clip ever.
I love drag. It's amazing. But that being said, we're gonna figure out what we're gonna talk about next episode. But I hope you guys stuck it by this far to hear our news. And we love you. Subscribe to us. Follow me on TikTok. And remember that I'm better than Boodle. And me and Jacob are on the same level. So that's it for me.
Okay. Alright, bye everybody. My name's Boodle, and me and Jacob can go watch One Piece after this.
Yeah, we're gonna go watch One Piece, and I'm gonna continue being the friendly neighborhood mother lover. So, we're gonna kick it. We got 4 episodes.
Mother lover, and big sexy.
Dude.
Dude. There it is.
Then what's your nickname, Boodle? If we got Mother Lover and Big Sexy. Oh!
Bird.
Alright.
Bird.
Bye.
Bye.
It's hanging high.
It's hanging high.